Good evening, Councilwoman Chapman. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing very well, Garrett.
Okay, so you represent Ward 3.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about why you wanted to be on the council and what are some of your goals that you want to accomplish?
Well, this is my ending of my 6th year and I am termed out right now. Another councilman will be the Ward 3. Primarily, my focus has been on the roads, the parks, and also taking pride in your neighborhood. That was a huge tenet of mine in my campaigns.
So what would you say has been your lasting legacy here up on the dais?
Oh, my lasting legacy. I'm hoping it is for people to understand that everyone should take pride in where they live in their neighborhood and to make Lawton a cleaner, more beautiful city.
Okay, so some of the things that we have talked about on the podcast before and some of the stories that we've written on LawtonTownCrier.com have dealt with the city and the different things that have been going on. And one of the things that we have tried to cover is how important it is to be a civic citizen and being a voter. Can you tell us a little bit about your thoughts on the voter turnout here in Lawton?
It's slim unless there is a national election time, and it really saddens me because all of us who go out and campaign, we're knocking on doors, we're telling people what our plans are, our hopes are for our campaign in our city, and it's very depressing when people don't want to take that step and go vote. That is something that not everyone has that privilege to do.
I understand completely. Now, you have been in a unique situation where we have 2 members on the city council who were appointed by the council pretty much back to back. We have Ward 1 and Ward 2, and you were a participant in putting those 2 people on to the city council. And some of the things that people have noticed is that there seems to be a lot of contention within the city with what's going on in the city council. In fact, there's been some disruption during the public comment. Can you tell us a little bit about how that might keep people from wanting to serve the public and serve on the city council?
I hope it doesn't. I hope that people will come out and learn something about how the city is run. When I first started on, it took me a good year to figure out all the different parts of municipality government, and it's different. And people need to come to the meetings, ask questions. Also, contact us. We're here to answer questions also.
Okay. Now, you mentioned a minute ago that you are termed out and you will be
I'm
replaced.
actually not termed out. I decided not to run for a
okay.
3rd term.
My apologies.
No, that's all right.
So you decided not to run, and so there's going to be a new person that's going to be coming in to represent Ward 3.
Exactly right.
And you said a second ago also it took you a good year. If you could pass on that little bit of wisdom to your successor to this and to other people who may be up on the dais in the future, what piece of wisdom do you have for them that you thought would be helpful to you?
For me, it was listening to people who had been on the council and their background and their history and the knowledge of how different things happened within the city of Lawton government. And I think it's important to listen and ask questions from them also, and take your time to learn all the different departments and department heads. Get in touch with the police chief, the fire chief. Get to know the people who are behind the scenes working in this city.
Okay. One of the things that we're going to finish up on is talking about money. The last couple of city council meetings that we've been at, we've talked about a lot of money. We're talking about the library, the museum, the different things that need to be addressed. Yes, thank you. Is it kind of daunting when you start talking about millions of dollars going to city services when most people will never be dealing with that type of money in their own personal budgets?
It is daunting. thankfully, we were able to pass some CIPs, capital improvement programs, so we now can fund the things that had not been funded. I can remember when I first came on that it seems like we were just trying to maintain and catch up with maintenance problems in different areas of the city that had been neglected simply because there was not some kind of funding plan. You've got to look to the future. You just can't look right at this moment. You have to look forward. And I think it's very important that we keep investing in our city. That's what capital improvement funds are going for.
Okay. Well, Councilwoman Chapman, thank you very much for joining us, and we appreciate you. And before you leave the dais, we might want to talk with you again. We hope you're open to that.
That's fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.